Live action, get you some.
The next day main is going to be your Belleville Motorsports IMCA Northern Sport Mods. And the lineup is going to look like this. Sean Harker in the 40 will start on the front row on the pole. Jacob Davis will be to his outside. The X1 of Tracy Schaefer will be inside of row number 2 with the 27S of Chad Shaw outside of row 2. Eddie Schwalp the 3rd and Luke Stahlbaumer make up row number 3. Then in row 4 on the inside, it's Brian Rigsby in the 12B and the 35M of Tim E. Cheveria. The 14W of Blaine Walt and the 2C of Matthew Crowell will make up row 5. In row 6, the 32P of Jeremy Pitzenbarger and the 99 of Lance Borgman. Row 7, the 12T of Trevor Drake and the 50 of Gary Holthouse. On the outside of row number 8, it'll be the 81 of Austin Charles. On the inside, the 67X of Brandon Williams. Row 9, the 76 of Brandon Mitchell and the 427, of Troy Baumgartner. Row number 10, the 17 junior of Ricky Abrams and the 65 of Aaron Hilderman. Outside of row number 11, the 77W of Tyler Watts and the 3D of Daniel Gottschalk. Then in row 12, your final qualifiers out of the B feature the 1M of Brian Murphy and the 70 of Gene Becker. 1A main is in the books. Ladies and gentlemen, time to get up on your feet, clap your hands, make some noise. Get ready to wave. Pick your favorite driver, favorite color, favorite car. Here comes your parade lap for your A main and your Belleville Motorsports IMCA Northern Sport Mods. Give them a big wave as they come down the front straightaway. Sean Harker, Jacob Davis going to get ready to start this one off. How about your fans down there in turn 1? Give them a big wave. Keep those hands going. Sean Harker, Jacob Davis, going to bring us down. 20-lap A main event right here, right now. We're on, and it's gone green. A lot of action throughout the field. A little checking up, a little scratching. Crowell with trouble, and I believe that's E. Cheveria also. They're dropping back through the field. At the front of the field, though, Sean Harker, no stranger to the top spot here at Thunder on the Hill, led a majority of the laps on the Sunday show last year, only to have Brian Rigsby get by him at the end. Harker now at the front with Chad Shaw and Chase, Jacob Davis, and then Luke Stahlbaumer. Then you got Tracy Schaefer, Blaine Walt, Eddie Schwalp the 3rd, Trevor Drake, Lance Borgman. Off the pace is going to be Crowell. He'll go to the infield. We stay green. Chad Shaw reeling in. Sean Harker. Harker, Shaw, Jacob Davis, Luke Stahlbaumer, and Blaine Walt, your top 5. Shaw now in a position to make a battle for the top spot. As we look through the field, cars everywhere. Here goes Shaw, Chubzilla, making the monster move as he goes down into 3, working the bottom of the speedway. Shaw to the inside, Harker to the outside. Harker doing a good job holding Shaw at bay in that 2nd spot. Then it's Jacob Davis with a good run in 3rd. Blaine Walt all the way up to 4th right now. Luke Stahlbaumer 5th and Lance Borgman in 6th. Trevor Drake in 7th. 8th is going to be Jeremy Pitzenbarger. 9th, Eddie Schwalp the 3rd, and 10th will be Brian Rigsby as the yellow comes out for debris on the back straightaway. Debris on the back straightaway will bring out our first yellow 7 laps into this A main. Thunderhill officials on the speedway to pick up the debris. Sean Harker in the 40 out in the front, doing a good job. Him and Chad Shaw having a great battle to start out this A main, this 20-lap A main for your Belleville Motorsports IMCA Northern Sport Mods. As we get everybody lined up in their correct spots, Harker's out in front, then it's Shaw, Jacob Davis, Blaine Walt in 4th, 5th, Luke Stahlbomber, then it's Lance Borgman in 6th, 7th, Trevor Drake, 8th, going to be Jeremy Pitzenbarger, 9th, Eddie Schwalp the 3rd, Brian Rigsby in 10th, 11th going to be Aaron Hilderman, 12th will be Troy Baumgartner in the 427, 13th, Tracy Schaefer, 14th, Daniel Gottschalk, 15th is Brandon Williams, Watson 16th, 17th is Holthouse, 18th is Brandon Mitchell, 19th Austin Charles, 20th Ricky Abrams, 21st is going to be Gene Becker, 22nd Brian Murphy, and then rounding out your field in 23rd right now as they run on the speedway, Tim Echevarria. Lights out on the speedway. We'll go green this time out of 4. Sean Harker steps on the fun button, and here we go one more time at Thunderhill Speedway. A lot of hard racing action all over the speedway. Action everywhere. Troy Baumgartner goes around. He'll slide up. He gets into the side of, I believe that might be Daniel Gottschalk. Gottschalk will come to a stop, and that'll bring out the yellow yet again. And as we get everybody lined up in their correct spots, get some debris off the back straightaway, we should be getting ready to go racing shortly again here at Thunderhill Speedway. Lights out on the speedway. Time to go back to green flag racing action. 7 laps in on this 20-lap A main event. Sean Harker, Chad Shaw will return the battle up front. Green flag comes back out, and we're all over the place. We're 3 wide, 4 wide, you name it. We got it all over Thunderhill Speedway. Sean Harker and Chad Shaw just doesn't know what's going on behind him right now, as it's a calamity all over the place. Trouble for Blaine Wade as he shoots up the track. On the move right now, Trevor Drake in the 12T. Start inside row 7. He has worked his way up near the top 5. Trouble for Gene Becker and Tim Echevarria as they come up around over in turn number 4. Getting everybody lined up again in their correct spots. 12 laps left of this A main event here for your Belleville Motorsports IMCA Northern Sport Mods. Kansas law enforcement community would like to remind you, texting while driving is against the law. Eliminate distractions and just drive. And again, Sean Harker still showing the way out in front in the 40. Then it's Chad Shaw, Luke Stahlbomber, Jacob Davis, and then Blaine Walt, your top 5. Thunderhill double file restart here for this next restart. Austin Charles still over in the hot pit area, so we've got one more lap to go before we go back to green flag racing action. Looks like Charles is going to make his way out. Lights out on the speedway. That means, fans, we're going green flag racing action this time as Sean Harker will bring us out of turn number 4. 12 long laps still to go here in the Belleville Motorsports IMCA Northern Sport Mod A Main. Leave $700 on the line for tonight's feature winner. Three wide down the back chute. Aaron Hilderman, Trevor Drake, Jeremy Pitzenbarger. Holy cow, we go 3 and 4 wide all over the joint. We've got action everywhere. Up front, the battle still remains between Harker and Chad Shaw. Uh-oh, a little side slapping going on throughout the field. Hold on, Mr. Watts, he gathers it up. Good job of driving. And we continue on as the halfway point comes to this A-Main. Harker still out in front. Chad Shaw trying to run him down, losing ground. Blaine Walt closing in on Shaw in third. Then it is Luke Stahlbomber and Lance Borgman, your top 5. Pitzenbarger, Trevor Drake, Jacob Davis, Brian Rigsby, Eddie Schwolp the third, your second 5, rounding out your top 10. Harker still working that middle groove. Shaw going on the high side, looking for the power play. Can Shaw get the job done? Does Harker know he's up there? Watch them as they come screaming out of turn 4. Jeremy Pitzenbarger off the track. Your point leader at Thunderhill Speedway out of the race. Harker still fending off Chad Shaw right now. Shaw losing some ground in 4 as he goes up high. Aaron Hilderman around and stays green down the back chute as he does the old 360 and keeps her going. Shaw trying to find the advantage right now, but Harker still keeps him back in the second spot. Shaw's best move so far is coming out of turn 2. That's as close as he can get. He'll lose a little bit in turn 3 and 4. Getting ready to come down to a close as the laps start to click off. And look at Chad Shaw. Shaw making a move now on the high side. Does he have the momentum to stay up there? White flag is going to come out this time by Shaw on the high side. Give him the lead. That time by a bumper. And oh no, Aaron Hilderman's in his way. Aaron Hilderman gets in his way, but he still battles back. Harker on the inside, Shaw on the outside. Who is it going to be at the checkered flag? It's going to be, It's going to be Sean Harker getting the win after contact with Chad Shaw. Coming home second will be Lance Borgman. Blaine Walt finishes in fourth, and Trevor Drake finishes with a strong fifth. What a battle. Lap cars, slow cars getting in the way of the two leaders battling it out. They make a run through 3 and 4, make contact, still maintain the respect for one another, and what a great run it is at the end with Sean Harker finally getting the win he was looking for a year ago. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause for your winner, the 40 of Sean Harker.
Thunder on the Hill, Sport Mod feature winner from Nebraska City, Nebraska, Sean Harker. Sean, you guys were keeping that interesting the whole race, racing pretty hard back and forth. Tell us about your car.
Oh, the car was great. You know, we got a lucky break actually getting in. We ran 5th. In that heat race, a big clump of mud came and got on my visor. I couldn't get the tear-offs off, so I ran the first 3 laps with my visor open. Got a DQ, got a redraw, drew the pole.
Tell us about your sponsors.
I got to thank Friesen Chevrolet Performance. They do a lot of crate motors here in the Midwest. They sponsor me my motors. Woods Performance, Patriot Crane and Rigging. Tex Cattle is a big sponsor of mine, so I appreciate them all.
Thanks for coming. See you tomorrow night.
We'll be here.
In second place in the 27S, making it really interesting on that last lap, Sean Chubby Harker. No, Sean.
Chad.
Chad. Whew, it's a long night, man.
I know.
You tell me about it after you've been working in that car.
Well, we had a pretty good run going, and the top was kind of starting to come in for us, and we was getting running a little harder, and kind of had a lap car slow us down just a little bit, and tried a little crossover move down here, and I got too close to him, got into the back of him, had to lift, and so I didn't turn him, and it just ends up the way it is. And you know, second place is pretty good run, I think.
Been running strong here all year. Take her to the pits tonight. Don't party too hard, and put it together for tomorrow night.
No chance in that. Thank you.
Collier, Kansas. In fourth place in the 14W, Blaine Walt. Blaine, all the way from Collier, Kansas. Tell us about your car.
Well, it's a DMR by BMS. It's about a 4 or 5 year old car, and we keep tweaking on it here and there and trying to get it better.
Who are your sponsors, Blaine?
My mom and my dad, Walt's Repair and Machine, T&L Farms, Walt's Construction, Quinter Auto Parts, Smitty's Tire and Battery, Randy Patterson Welding and Liquor Store, Billinger Repair, KJG and Truck Sales, and a couple banks.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you.